advocacy, half of it is just showing up, and John's always there.
He is indefatigable. He is unflappable.
John exemplifies something that President John F. Kennedy said, which is that one person can make a difference, and every person should try, and that's John Rother.
I grew up here in Washington, and I was fortunate that I did, because I got to meet a lot of people. My father was a big social activist and very active in civil rights and anti-war movement during Vietnam. I got a call from somebody I didn't know who said, "I'm the legislative director for Senator Jacob Javits. We need a young civil rights attorney. I was given your name. Would you be interested in coming up to the Senate?"
It just seemed like this major roller coaster ride where we caught a few hours of sleep here and there, but most of it was just racing to keep ahead of it.
Because he spent a number of years as a congressional staffer, he had learned how to work behind the scenes.
He had a very good relationship with people, whether they be Democrats or Republicans.
Actually, John was nothing until he met us. But he became a man of substance, and we helped him quite a bit with that.
I was with the Senate Budget Committee trying to get a handle on the challenges facing our big social insurance programs, and he was clearly one of my teachers early on social insurance.
But since 1984, I've been at AARP, and I've essentially had the same job for 26 years, which is really rare, but it's also a way of saying, I really like what I do.
I think what John really gets credit for is we've built a strong advocacy muscle at AARP, and John was our trainer, if you will.
One of the things I did early on was to figure out that I needed John by my side. So one of my smarter moves was to put John next door to me.
Whenever I'm going into territory that I'm unsure about, I take John with me, no matter what the subject is.
Well, we certainly have a president who's committed to introducing comprehensive health reform in the first 100 days.
We got married in April of 1994, and we had 1 week honeymoon, and then I worked 7 days a week for the next 4 months in the basement of the Capitol. So the good thing was we actually got to see each other when health reform died, but neither one of us were too happy about that.
Medicare Part D was a huge challenge. It was a challenge from every aspect, and John was a steady hand.
That we have the Medicare drug benefit, I don't think that would have happened without John.
Health care was signed, and I started thinking about the impact. But I'll tell you, the first person that I thought about was John Rother. I was riding home, and I said, 30 years of devotion, 30 years of driving this much needed help for the American people.
A year ago, the board asked us to do 3 things. And it seems to me that it's quite possible to do all 3 of those things. There are 3 things to keep in mind.
There are 3 things about John, and this is, of course, a characteristic of John, being the son of a minister. It's the Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
And John Rother with the AARP, what are you concerned about?
I think there are 4 things that any comprehensive plan has to address. First,
no. Never. It must have been an off day.
It's a rare occasion.
John speaks in 3s.
How many of you think that you're going to benefit from Social Security when...
He's supported our National Academy of Social Insurance internships since 1992. So we're in our 18th year, and we have in our pool of graduates over 300 interns who are now, at least as citizens, much more aware of how social insurance works.
I met John when I was an intern at the National Academy of Social Insurance. He really combined a certain political astuteness with a real depth on policy and issues.
Tony Bennett is his hero, and so he was very excited when AARP sponsored Tony Bennett's concert. And in fact, we've seen Tony in many places, including Italy. Everybody thinks John thinks about health policy or, social insurance policy all the time, but he really is a very, very committed father and grandfather. And, his children and grandchildren are very important to him.
People with political appointments come and go, members of Congress, presidents even come and go, but the people who stick around and who have the most lasting impact have this kind of unique combination of technical expertise and a real practical commitment to the issues and the people behind them. And John and Bob both had that, have had that in common.
John, on behalf of Christine Quinio and the rest of the NASI staff and all those interns you've talked to through the years, I congratulate you on winning this Robert M. Ball Award.
John, all of your friends here at the White House join me in congratulating you on receiving the Robert Ball Award. It's richly deserved.
John, I just want to tell you, as I've told you many times, that you are more than deserving of this award. I know how humble you are as an individual, but take this one because you're taking it for everybody who loves you and respects you. Have a great night.
I'm happy and so proud to have known you for all these years. You're a wonderful friend and a true advocate.
John, congratulations for a job well done, but don't get too complacent because there's much to accomplish yet in the future.
John, I can think of nobody who is both an incredible advocate, a policy guru, and a really good friend. You put that all together and you're exactly the right man to receive this award tonight. Congratulations, my friend.
Hey, John, congratulations. This is a wonderful event for a wonderful person, and I can't think of anyone who deserves it more.
John, from all of your friends,
And from everyone else,
including those outside of this universe,
congratulations.
John, I can't think of anyone who more deserves the Robert Ball Award, because Bob Ball, like you, is someone who works in the public realm, was a deep intellectual, and someone committed to making substance understandable for policymakers and the American people. You richly deserve this award. Congratulations.
We think alike, which means I think that you're pretty much right on everything. And it has been my pleasure to work with you. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor.
John, I really appreciate all you've done over the years, and I can't think of anyone who deserves today as much as you do.
John Rother represented the AARP very well when dealing with the White House during my presidency. His work has not only made major contributions to the vital social insurance programs, but also important to addressing the needs of hundreds of millions of Americans. Whether it was working together to strengthen the solvency of Medicare, which we did by 27 years, opposing attempts to block grant Medicaid, fighting efforts at privatizing Social Security, or insisting on greater quality and value for our multi-million-dollar healthcare investment, I've always valued John's advice and counsel. I also want to extend my thanks to Chris Williams for her own service to our nation and for the support she's always given John. Believe me, I know the value of having a wife who's smarter than you and who knows a thing or two about public policy. John, tonight's award is not for lifetime achievement because we know you still have a lifetime of accomplishments ahead. We 63-year-olds are reminded that Bob Ball's incredible work continued well into his 90s. And I have every confidence that you will continue to stand for the people and the policies that make positive changes in lives. All the best, and congratulations on being the very deserving recipient of this year's Robert M. Ball Award.
Well, they saved the best for last. I never thought I would be the wrap-up for President Clinton, but I too want to add my congratulations to President Clinton and to all of your other colleagues and friends that are honoring you tonight. So, honey, you're a great guy, and Bob Ball would truly be proud that you're getting this award tonight. Congratulations.